Hello, this is Malachi Code Zero here, and I was thinking I should make a top 10. Yep, and this is gonna be really crappy because I don't have good software, but this is a top 10 nonetheless. And this is gonna be different from most top 10s because it's not actually ordered in the way that I want. Okay? Okay, this is just completely random, no particular order or anything. So this top 10 for any of you who can't read, um, is top 10 games I would love to see Nintendo make. So, yeah, there's that. So, alright, let's get down to it. So these first two are kind of not that realistic. So, but probably we're not going to see them, but I would still love if they could make these. So, granted, if you're a Nintendo fan or Nintendo fanboy, you will you will know, at least have heard about that TV show from back in the really late 80s to early 90s called Captain N Video Game Master. You see where I'm going with this? Yes, yes, please, Nintendo, please. Captain N, the Game Master. Please, Nintendo, I want this so much. Now, the main reason why a big chunk of the reason why I see this is like not that likely is because you'd have to get Capcom and Konami on with this because they had to use Mega Man and Simon Belmont for it. um, Dragon Warrior, I don't know. I haven't heard of. There's other characters in there as well, because I don't know. I've watched the first couple episodes, and I really like this show. And that is why I want them to make this. No, granted, Dragon Warrior is a Nintendo game. Okay, so I want them to make. I want them to make a Captain video game. Like I do. Like it could. Like it has several characters. Captain N can just use the zapper. They could even at some point also give them an updated Wii zapper if they desire or something like that. Um, of course, Mega Man uses Mega Buster. Lana and Duke, I don't know what they would use. Simon Belmont would obviously use his whip. Kid Icarus would obviously use his bow. So, yeah. It could be a side-scrolling thing or a 3D thing. I don't know. Whatever Nintendo would do with it. Please, Nintendo, just do this. So, next up we have on my list, is an even bigger ambition because it's not an actual thing made by Nintendo yet. And it would have to involve even more companies into it. Um, it's an anime and manga. Um, and it parodies and is a reimagining of the 90s console wars. It is known in Japan as Aoi Sekai no Chushinde, and in America it's known as World War Blue. Yeah, so let me read you the plot to it according to Nintendo, and this is accurate. A reimagining of the console wars, it tells the story of two kingdoms, the Segua Kingdom and the Nintendo Empire, locked in a struggle for dominance over the land of Consume. After years of war, the Segua Kingdom is on the defensive until a kid named Gear appears, boasting of his incredible speed. Yeah, Gear, obviously Sega was Sega, and Nintendo is Nintendo. Nintendo, that's why I want Nintendo to make this. Gear is Sonic. He's actually Sonic. They actually show several of the characters here. That's Gear, aka Sonic. I forgot what her name is. I think his name was Opal. I think her name was Opal. His name is Teji. She represents some game in Sega I've never heard of, but some of us think, one of my friends thinks that she was Rouge from Sonic for some reason. His name is Teji Roth, and he represents Tetris. He is the Tetris L block. I kid you not. And then that's Mario, or Marcus. And then there's another reason why this would not be a realistic ambition. Is the fact that let's just say that there's fan service. A lot of it. But I watched this anime and I loved it. Yeah, so but in order to do this, you had to get the cooperation of Nintendo, Sega, Capcom, Square Enix. My computer's internet is being stupid. Konami. That's for Nintendo wanted to make this. They'd have to get the cooperation of these 4 games, as well as Funimation in... Actually, I don't even know if Funimation... No, it's 7 Seas. 7 Seas. You have to get cooperation of 7 Seas Entertainment. Oh my goodness, it's so much that they'd have to do. But if it's possible, Nintendo, please, I would very much love that. So next on the list is not as much of a ambition. They could do this on either the Wii U or on that new 3DS. I hate that thing. So this is Captain Rainbow. If you have never heard of him, I don't blame you. This is a Japan-only game. And the concept of it is, it's a superhero named Nick, but his superhero name is Captain Rainbow, and he was a once popular TV superhero, and then he fell out of popularity, and now he wants to regain his popularity, and now he has to travel to Mimin Island, a place where dreams are said to come true. And then there's a bunch of other neglected characters there. There's Shadow. Shadow? What? Shadow the Hedgehog? How has he forgotten? There's Birdo, Mappo. I've never heard of Mappo. Tao from Chibi Robo. Drake, Redcrest, Little Mac, who's fat in that game. Hikari, Takamaru, guys. Osan, Lip from Panel de Pon, Tracy from the Famicom War Soldiers, and the Devil from Devil's World. They need to localize this in America. Re-release this in America and everywhere else, you know. Please, Nintendo, make this happen. You have the technology. And so after only 3 games that have been covered, I have to end this video because I have time limits on my 3DS capture device. So I have to. So there's going to be another part. So see ya.